Yo, what is up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And have you guys ever heard that term that negativity is only going to attract more negativity? Because I believe it's certain to be true in this case when it comes to having fun playing Call of Duty. And I will say that a tweet that Doom Lucky Girl put out was pretty much the inspiration behind this commentary. And she definitely makes a point on this tweet, and I'm going to put it up for you right here, and I'm going to read it out to you as well. She says, no wonder most of you can't enjoy Call of Duty. You are constantly complaining about it. The spawns, the matchmaking, what guns people use, how people play, the maps, the specialists. Have you ever thought about just getting on the game and playing and having fun? Jeez. Now, she certainly makes a point, because back in the day when Call of Duty was in its prime, that was basically our mentality when we played the game before it turned into what it is today. Now, granted, the game is the way it is today partially because of the content creators, the pro players, and even all the community stuff. We all have played a role in making Call of Duty what it is today, including the developers as well. So, and they're definitely known to fuck up. And the thing is, whenever we complain about a certain part of the game that we don't like in terms of what should or shouldn't be in the game, its optimization and its inconsistencies and stuff like this, we're certainly not wrong. We're definitely right. But the problem is that we are attracting too much negativity, and it is affecting our ability to have fun in this game, or not, or it's just affecting us to a point to where we're not having as much fun with the game as we could potentially, at least, because we're just so focused on all the stuff that we just do not like. Because I think most of us, if not all of us, can agree, and let me know down in the comment section, I think we could all agree that there are certainly things about this game, whether you play the multiplayer, whether you play the Blackout or the zombies or all three, I'm sure that there are certain things about this game that you definitely enjoy and that kind of make you, to a certain extent, come back and play this game time and time again. So I think it's just the fact that we're too focused on the negative and not on the positive. And remember, if we want, I also believe, and in terms of also what Doom Lucky Girl has said on the tweet that I just showed you, is something that I've also mentioned very briefly in previous videos, but I'm touching a little bit more on it here in depth since this is what this video commentary is about. That is that if we want our community to really go back to the way we used to be at one point, we have to, and I know it's easier said than done, because I understand I'm guilty of committing the terrible sin of thinking too much about the negative as well and making content about it and everything, yes. But the thing is, if we focus more on the positive, we're going to have a lot more fun. At the same time, maybe in the future, the game itself will be even better. Not just because we're having more fun, but also because the thing is, whatever we say as a community, whether you're a content creator or not, or whether you're a pro player or not, or whether you play this game a lot or just very, very little, whatever we say, if we say more positive things, it's only going to make the game's better. Now, granted, there are a few exceptions, like sometimes when we talk about the whole 20 hertz thing and how it's unacceptable. I mean, we're right. I mean, we're not totally wrong on everything. We do have our points. When we talk about our negatives, we're certainly not wrong. But the thing is, I'm just trying to say that we're focusing too much on it, myself included. And one of the things that I've done personally to kind of make the game a little bit better for me personally is change things up a little bit. Like, for instance, I haven't gone for camos since Black Ops 2, and camos in this game are pretty damn good, and they're only going to get better with more camos that they're going to put in the game as time goes on. And I'm actually playing hardcore to unlock camos. I'm using more guns, so therefore every gun is fun to use as opposed to just ARs being good. So therefore I'm not really limiting myself. And why? It's because, like, and I'm not really caring about my KD or win-loss as much as I used to, and therefore I'm actually having more fun with the game. And I'm actually surprised as to how much hardcore I've played and just how many different guns I'm using, and I'm still getting good gameplays. Granted, I'm not recording while I'm streaming because I have a weak rig. But the thing is that, but there's still theater. But the thing is that just the big point I'm trying to make is that it is our fault, at least partially. It is partially our fault if we're not enjoying this game. Now, if there's nothing that you like about this game, then no, it's not your fault. This game is just not your cup of tea. Okay, cool, I understand. And again, at the same time, for some of us, it's really, really, really aggravating when the game is not optimized the way it should. And I agree, 100%. You're not wrong. But I think when we look at it from an overall standpoint, when we look at everything, not just the negatives, but the positives, I think we will find a handful of things that we can really enjoy about this game that will keep us coming back to play. And we end up, and if we just eliminate these mental barriers, so to speak, of, oh, my skill level is this, I should be playing better, my win-loss is this when it should be this, my KD is this when it should be this, and all that kind of stuff, or what the fuck, I suck at this game and it's not fun, fuck this shit, and all that. I mean, it's, if we kind of take little itty-bitty baby steps to improve our perception of the game and our thought process and our approach and all these kind of things, then I think we will have more fun with the game, and therefore the game will end up being better for us. And at the same time, in the future, when they make the game in the future, every single release will be a better experience for us, simply because of the way we approach our mentality. Now, again, we do still, at the same time, without focusing too much on the negative, we still need to give back some constructive criticism back to the developers, because ultimately they need to know when they're doing something wrong, or when something's unacceptable, like going back to the 20 hertz thing, and then 4 or 5 days later, lo and behold, we get 60 hertz back. Go figure. So things like that are good and fine and everything like that. And I know we're trying to duplicate that by constantly focusing on the things that we hate about the game and giving the developers feedback. But at the same time, there's a price for that. And that is that our enjoyment of the game starts to go way downhill to a point to where it becomes unhealthy. And we don't want that. And if we want to really be good as a community, if we want to go back to where we used to be as a community, then that's how it starts. So, and then everything else will follow. Because ultimately, wherever your mind goes, your body follows, and everything else follows. So anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this. What do you believe? And do you agree? Do you disagree? Let every single opinion, let it be known down in the comment section. And that's all I got for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. And I thank you all for the support on Twitch and in the comment section. Thank you so very much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.